Hola guys, it's Lexi. You see the title, you know the vibes. Today I'm keeping it a buck with y'all, letting y'all know what I wish I knew before I raised my right hand to join the military. Before we get started, you may be watching this but not be a subscriber, and that's an issue. So let me briefly show you why you should be a part of the gang. I have 3 series, right? Series 1, Military Mondays. Just like this video, Military Mondays gives you a closer look at different aspects of the military. Lifestyle Tuesdays depict my lit life. And on Travel Thursdays, I take y'all with me across the globe, across the country, across the sea. You know, who knows where I'm going. And I also show y'all efficient travel hacks. Essentially, it's a bundle deal when you come to this channel, and you can get it all for the low price of tapping the subscribe button and the bell next to it. Number 1, you don't choose your job. Now this applies to active duty, National Guard, Reserve, enlisted, officer, it doesn't matter. You don't choose your job. The Army assigns jobs based on a needs basis. So maybe right now you want to be a cook for the Army. Go to your recruiter, whatever, go to MEPS, but they don't need cooks right now, so you're out of luck. And if someone told you they can guarantee you a job in the Army, don't believe them. It's possible, but it's rare. Number 2, you probably won't be doing your job. Again, this can apply to literally anyone across the Army. Just because you are X doesn't mean you're going to be doing everything that's in that little job description, right? A very good example is a battle buddy of mine out here. She is, I believe, a chemo officer, but they have her in a meadow slot. And sorry for saying chemo and meadow. For those who don't know, chemo, chemical officer, meadow, medical officer. 2 completely different things, but that's the way her Army career is set up right now. And that happens to a lot of people. Just, you know, you end up doing stuff that has nothing to do with what you signed up for. Number 3, you are government property. Don't even take that lightly. You legit belong to the government. That's why the Army always has to know like where you are, literally where you are, not every second of the day. Say you're government property because basically you need to take care of yourself. Just as you would take care of a radio, for example. You know, I'm a signal officer. Just like you would take care of this radio, right? Don't mishandle it, all that. You have to take care of your body. There are some cases that I've heard of. It was kind of back in the day, but it was like if you pass out because you're dehydrated or whatever, that I forgot the term, but it's like something like, if you're in the Army and you know the term that I'm thinking of, comment it down below. But basically, like, the Army will be blaming you for not taking care of government property. Like, it's really crazy. Number 4, there's no such thing as calling in sick. So y'all know how like on a regular job, you could easily just like call in. Like my friend calls in to her job all the time. You know, I guess some jobs give you X amount of times to call in. Well, for the Army, it's none. During the work week, we have a morning formation to salute the flag, but that's also for accountability. So just like I said for my previous point, the Army has to know where you are literally all the time, especially during duty hours though. So during the formation, that's when they get their numbers of how many people are doing this. Like the report would go something like 15 in the platoon, 2 at sick call, 1 in quarters, 1, you know, they just say how many people are doing this, and this. So after saying that, you might say to yourself, Lexi, you know, why don't you just call the person who's giving the numbers so they could know where you are? But you just can't call in and be like, you know, I'm not feeling too well, because that's what sick call is for. So basically, if you're not feeling well, you have to go to sick call. There's no or. Like, I was gonna say or, but there's no or. You have to go to sick call, get that slip, and the slip is either gonna say return to duty or quarters if you're really sick. Number 5, the Constitution no longer applies. So isn't it ironic that you join the Army, you're fighting for your country's freedom, yet your freedoms are taken away? The main freedom that comes to mind is freedom of speech. Of course, we can't like get on Twitter and be like, you know, F the president, all that foolishness, anything like that's anti-government, Number 6, your personal time isn't always yours. So I have a personal example for this one. Y'all, I haven't been in the regular army that long, but I found this out pretty quickly. So basically, Adonza is the day off, right? So we have a 4-day weekend just about every month, and they did a mass punishment where we had to come in on a Saturday to do something that could have been done during the week, but they intentionally like left that task out because they were about to punish us and took our weekend. I do have a second example. So basically, we had to do this thing where we tracked missions, and it was a 24-hour thing, and we ended up like coming on the weekend, and it's not about how I feel. It's about me telling y'all that it's possible that your personal time is not your personal time. Number 7, it's not just a 9 to 5. So piggybacking off of what I just said, it's not just a 9 to 5 because of the weekend stuff, but also during the week, like it's a 6:30 to 5 really. So like I said earlier in the video, we have our morning formations, and that's at 06:30. Well, really, we have to be in formation by 06:30, but really 15 minutes prior, so 06:15, standing in formation, that's when they take accountability, and then salute the flag, go to PT, and then come back and report for 9:09, and that's when the actual work day begins and ends around 5 every day. 8, the ability to visit friends and family is limited. Whoo child, I have a personal story for like all these points, but that's a good thing, so I can help y'all. So being stationed in Hawaii has its pros and cons, and one of the cons is you can't just drive to another state like you can in the mainland. So if I want to go visit somebody, that means I literally have to take a flight, and I mean I wouldn't do this, but if someone was stationed in the mainland, like I don't know, Texas, probably a bad example to use right now. If they were stationed there and they had family, I don't know, in a different state, you could easily make that a weekend trip, especially over a 4-day weekend. But me, like, I can't just sneak and get on the plane. Like, it's a whole ordeal for that. Also, I say the ability to visit friends and family is limited because I had my leave days set up, right? I was trying to take leave. This might sound excessive, but I was trying to take leave for 3 weeks, right? I had all those days. I earned all those days to leave, right? My leave got denied, and the reasoning was because they don't usually allow people to leave for that long unless it's during Christmas time. My point was, how you gonna tell me how long I could visit my family whom I haven't seen since it's coming up on a year. Hey, but that's how the army is. Like, they tried to make me reduce it to 2 weeks, but. Number 9, any order given is law. So this one is pretty cut, dry, simple. Any order given is law. I mean, obviously, no one's gonna, well, shoot. That, if you have good leadership, no one's gonna ask you to do some ridiculous stuff, but you can't just be like, hey, nah, I'm not doing that. You're in the army, especially if you're enlisted. Ain't no really getting away with that. You're gonna do what you're told, and that's life. Number 10, your commitment is longer than you think. So hopefully everybody who's already in the army knows this, but basically after you're done with your active duty commitment, then you still are like on call for a couple more years. Meaning, you know, if some stuff pop off, they gonna call you because you're still within that time frame where you have to serve, kinda. Does that make sense? Well, I hope this video was helpful to anyone who is a prospective soldier, sailor, airman, airwoman, Marine. You know, all my opinions and stuff came from the army. obviously, but it can really apply to any branch because I've shared my stories with other branches, they shared theirs with me, and we do have some commonalities. So, and then if you're just watching this video for entertainment, maybe you're already in, or you know, you just fool with me like that, you just want to watch my videos, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.